Walking down 29th and Park, I saw you in another's arms. Only a month we've been apart. You look happier. Saw you walk inside a bar. He said something to make you laugh. I saw that both your smiles were twice as wide as ours. Yeah, you look happier, you do. Ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you, but ain't nobody love you like I do. Promise that I will not take it personal, baby, if you're moving on with someone new. Baby, you look happier, you do. My friends told me one day I'll feel it too. And until then I smile to hide the truth. And I know I was happier with you.
Hey, it's James here from goodguitarist.com, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Happier by Ed Sheeran. This song is really cool because it's the same thing over and over again. It's a finger-picking song, it has a couple hammer-ons in it, so it's not necessarily the easiest, but the chord shapes are easy, and if you take it step by step, you will be able to put this together. If you find that throughout the lesson, maybe something's a little too difficult for you, I have a couple of resources that might help out with all the basics. I have a free ebook, it's free for all my subscribers, and it goes over all of the basic chord shapes, the rhythm stuff that you need to know, chord switching practice. There's even some videos that go along with it. And if you're looking for a step-by-step method, you know, something that's going to take you from absolutely zero to being able to strum along with your favorite songs, I have a complete beginner's guitar course that goes over absolutely everything that a beginner needs to know. There's a link in the description to both the ebook and my course, so definitely check those out if you need extra help. Either way, we're going to start out with the chord shapes, and our first one is A minor 7. So if you've learned the A minor chord, you know, from my free ebook or wherever else, you'll notice that it uses these fingers. The A minor 7 chord is very similar. All you got to do, take off your third finger. So it's just 2 fingers. Our next chord shape is F. And that one is just 3 fingers. It's just nothing on the first string. 1, 2, 3. And then finally, we have a C chord. Like I said before, this song's really simple, and all we need to do is add a couple hammer-ons and a bit of a finger-picking pattern to those 3 chords, and that's it. That's the entire song. But before we do that, let's practice the chord switching. So starting off on the A minor 7 chord, let's just play downstrokes, nice and slow. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, A minor 7, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's do this one more time, maybe 2 more times. Alright, so once you can do that, once you can switch through all the chords comfortably, you might have to rewind and try it a couple times, but once you can do that, we're going to learn how to take those chords and bring them to life. You know, how to use a finger picking pattern and some hammer-ons and make it sound like the song. So I'll show you the whole thing first really slowly. 3 and 4 and. Over the A minor 7 chord, it's actually pretty straightforward. It goes like this. And now let's break it down. So we have our chord shape, and we're gonna take our picking hand, put our thumb on the 5th string, that's the A string. We're gonna pluck that, then we're gonna pluck the D string. So both of those with your thumb. And then I'm gonna use these 2 fingers on the B string and the G string, the 2nd and 3rd string, and pluck them at the same time. And then I use my thumb to hit the D string one more time. So once again, just a recap over the A minor 7 chord. For the F chord, it goes like this. We actually start out pressing it down like this. You know, we're not playing the complete chord, we're leaving our middle finger off, but it's ready. It's ready to hammer onto that 2nd string. We pluck all 3 strings at once, thumb, 1st, middle, and we go. So pluck, hammer, really quickly. And if you need help with hammer-ons, I recommend just trying it a whole bunch of times. It's all about the velocity. You know, if your finger's like winging from way out here, you're never gonna get the accuracy. You can do a really good hammer-on from just a couple millimeters above the fretboard. It's all about how fast your finger's moving. And I find a really good way to test that is to turn your guitar around and see if you can make a knocking sound with your finger. You know, if you're knocking, it means that you're hammering fast enough and hard enough. Anyways, back to that F chord. So we start off like this. We pluck them all, do the hammer-on, and then we remove our middle finger again, pluck it twice with our fingers on the right hand, and then we place our middle finger down. So in super slow motion, and for the C chord, it goes like this. It's pretty similar to F. We start off like this with our middle finger raised. It's ready to hammer on where it's supposed to go on the C chord. And we're gonna strum the A string and the D string with our thumb. And then hammer on our middle finger, so. From there, we're going to pluck these 2 strings, and then our thumb on the D string. And we finish up by doing the same thing that we did over the A minor chord. So recapping the C chord. So recapping the whole thing, 3 and 4 and. So I want you to practice each of those 3 parts, the A minor part, the F part, and then the C part. And once you can do each of those individually, we have to figure out how to go from one to the next. Going from A minor to F, I recommend practicing it just like that. We're adding a bit of overlap. You know, we do the whole thing on A minor and then we start on F, just so we can get that transition going. And for the transition, I put that finger down and I lift my middle finger. And then I'm ready to play the F chord, so. And the next transition is from F to C. See, so we just dipped into the C chord just to make sure we could land on it comfortably. Because if you learn it in parts, you learn just the A minor bit, just the F bit, just the C bit, you'll be able to go. And there's a pause while you figure out how to get started. And there's a pause. But we want to make it nice and smooth, so we're working on those transitions. So from A minor to F, and from F to C, try it just like that. And when you're ready, we can put this whole thing together and play it just like the recording, but a little bit slower. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's how you play the guitar part for the song, but if you're performing this tune, I feel like it's good to have some more options. You know, the finger picking works really well for the quieter parts, but say we get to the final chorus and you want it to sound really big and, you know, really emotional or however you want to call it, we might want to start strumming. That'll help bring up the energy a lot. And for that, I recommend just a really simple strumming pattern, just down, root, down, down, up. Do that one time on A, one time on F, and 2 times on C. And I recommend switching the F chord from this one to the 4-finger grip. So it's like the same 3 notes, except we're doing that. Just so we have a bit of a beefier chord for F. It sounds a lot fuller. And if you need help with that strumming pattern or that F chord, it's in my free ebook. I've already gone over it in huge depth there, so check it out. There's a video on each of them. Otherwise, that's everything it takes to play through this song. So remember to check out my course if you need any extra help with all the basics, if you just want to get walked through the whole thing. Otherwise, have a fun time practicing, and I'll see you soon.